guy you just saw was the content creator who went viral for spraying bug spray on grocery store food. And luckily dude is serving time in prison right now for his crimes, because if any of his pranks, his antics would have went mega viral and people seeking fame tried to emulate him to get that same notoriety, America would have been cooked. Because from the outside looking in, it seemed like the whole theme behind his pranks was just being a nuisance to society. Literally doing anything he can to just disturb the flow of society. And oh yeah, putting bug spray on grocery store food wasn't the only dangerous prank that he was pulling. There's also him pulling fire alarms, stealing and putting mannequins in fast food fryers, throwing cake at people, locking people in stores.
No, you guys are locked in there.
Spraying people with fire extinguishers, putting bacon and eggs in people's laundry, throwing a dead pigeon at a fast food worker. So recently it's been a trend where content creators, you know, YouTubers, TikTokers, streamers, IG creators, where they do these stunts that are supposed to be jokes and entertainment, but they miss the part where they're actually entertaining or they have any sort of humor in them. They're just out there acting like assholes, literally just being a nuisance to society. A perfect example is this content creator whose content is these pranks where he goes up to people and basically assaults them. That's literally it. That's all there is to it.
I know, like, from the video, all you see is like the bad part about it, but what people didn't see was that I shook his hand after and how I had gave the man a hug.
People also didn't see how you had a gun on you, did they? When I think about enjoyable content, entertaining content, especially when it comes to prank content, I think about stuff where, okay, yes, you might give me something that surprises me a little bit, you know, shocks me a little bit in the moment, but at the end of the day, it should always be something where we can both have a laugh at the end of it. I shouldn't be in physical pain, I shouldn't be overly embarrassed or humiliated, and preferably I should get a laugh out of it and my day should improve a little bit. These are some of my favorite examples of that. And look, of course, sometimes even these jokes are a bit extreme because you don't know what type of day someone's having and how they might respond to this type of joke. But at least I can see the humor and entertainment in these type of pranks. With a cool little reveal at the end, oh, I was just pranking you, there's nothing but water in this spray. I feel like most people would be alright with it and they just laugh it off. But see, content creation has turned into something completely different. It's become almost like an extreme sport where these content creators are competing to see who can be the biggest nuisance. Watching some of their videos, it feels like their whole thought process going into content creation is, how can I be the most disruptive, annoying, inconsiderate member of society? And when you go into content creation with that type of mindset, it's no wonder we got guys out here pulling out RPGs on people. Wait, you think I'm joking? No, I'm not. Seriously. They pulled out an RPG on this guy.
He got.
Who you on the phone with? Who is Marquise?
Marquise?
Yes.
He wants to know if y'all know.
Why does Marquise want to know?
Marquise don't need to know.
You don't know Darrell? Darrell?
I don't know, bro. Stop, bro.
You
Get
on
up out of here,
bedtime,
nigga.
no cap.
Yeah, you acting like the police. We don't do none of that. Get up
I'm
out
not
of here.
even-
On the phone, give me
You gotta
descriptions and You good?
I'm straight. I'm just letting. I just want to know if y'all know who Darrell was.
It's bad.
Nah, they not on nothing. They not. I'm just gonna go this way. I'm just
Going
gonna.
what? No, you're not going none of this. You stuck over here now.
What is he doing, bro?
He doing what he doing.
Hey, no. Hey, we filming a funny video. We filming a funny video. We filming a funny video.
Trying to blow up?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Shut for real. Oh, my mama, I blow this down.
Hey,
down.
what the?
I got lose. Before it was Bug, it was Iceman. I freeze it. I turn it in the 4th of July. I blow your ass to smithereens.
It's a funny video.
Yeah, I crashed out by the YouTube video.
Oh my. Holy shit. What the f? Is that real? Was that real?
Dude is asking if it's real, like why are you waiting to find out? I would have personally got up out of there. And this risky, dangerous, careless behavior has recently carried over to streaming. These streamers spark up stream and all of a sudden, you know, it might be because people are watching them, they gain these huge egos. They literally equip a whole new different personality. And these personalities can be harmful to the streamer themselves. For example, with the recent situation with DDG's older brother Dub beating up the streamer for calling him doo-doo garbage.
Don't run. Don't run.
I can't. I can't remember his name though. Who is this again?
This is DDG.
Oh, DDG is here. Okay.
That man got the two-piece of doom. They did them how they be doing the cartoon characters. Y'all remember them cartoons where the two characters would be fighting in like a cloud of smoke and then one character would come out all disheveled and stuff like that? Yeah, that's how they did this. Here's another angle for y'all.
Doodle, I got set. This recording? Is this recording?
No, what you say?
Doodle.
Harvest, I got sent. Wait, what is this? Oh, just real quick.
We got going.
Somebody hugged it. They hugged it.
What you say? What we got going? Doodle garbage. I got
And I don't know if you guys caught it, but I think dude really thought that he was gonna be disrespectful to their face and they were just gonna laugh it off. I genuinely want to know at what point people became so comfortable being disrespectful to people's faces and not expecting for something to happen. This is real life. This is not the internet. Being a keyboard warrior, keyboard soldier, keyboard gangster doesn't work in real life because they can actually punch you in your shit. Now that was an example of how these dangerous streamer pranks, these dangerous streamer personalities can harm the content creator. But there's also the side where they're harming innocent people. A perfect example is when Jack Doherty's security guard, who's like I think 6'7" or something, put hands on this dude in a situation that did not call for violence.
Hey, don't go there. I'm not touching you.
No,
what's up? I'm just saying, walk. Walk. Chill. No. You all said walk. Who you talking to, dog? I'm just saying, y'all said just walk. Then walk. Ooh. Oh, no, yo, stop.
What is wrong with you? Are you?
Hey, what's up? Hey, one by one, what's up?
Security.
Matter of fact, it was more than likely Jack Doherty's fault because he's always known for trolling people and getting on people's last nerves and then hiding behind the security.
Go.
Where we at? What? Little pump, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Yeah.
Michael Orr from freaking Blindside ass.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, after seeing the way he acts and treats people, it was satisfying seeing him get robbed.
Bro, he just robbed me. They shook both my fucking chains, bro. Dog. James, what the f, bro? They had their guns. Where's yours? What the
Dude said, where's yours? There's always a bigger fish out there. It got to the point where even Lil Baby told dude he needs a new security guard.
That's good, bro. I know. Oh, you got robbed for real? Your hip. You got robbed for real? I still got the same security. I know. Fuck. Oh, but he's great.
Not gonna lie, it was super satisfying seeing that go down. I never really understood the idea of content creators acting like bullies and just being assholes in general, especially when their job kind of depends on people liking them and how much people support them. Like, yes, you might have a couple people willing to watch your content and watch you act like a dickhead, but there's literally no longevity in that. If the main attraction for your core audience is them watching you act like a nuisance and just bother people, then you probably need to get a new core audience. Because once your jokes and pranks don't give them the same laugh anymore, all that's gonna be left is your personality. Because once your jokes and pranks don't give them a laugh anymore, all that's gonna be left is your shitty personality. And the next most enjoyable thing for them and the people who didn't like you in the first place is watching you go down in flames. But all that aside, I feel like the most pressing issue as of late has been streamer on streamer conflict, bullying, whatever you want to call it. Look, if you didn't know before, the top streamers are basically really good improv actors. Of course, some streamers have things planned for their streams, but a lot of times, you know, when they're out interacting with the environment, they don't plan these things. Sometimes things just happen, and the way they interact with the environment while still staying in character, that's what makes them a good streamer. But see, when you have two streamers interacting, two people who are both in character, two people who already know, okay, the other person is acting, this is all part of an elaborate improv skit almost, people can take it too far without that fear of overstepping someone's bounds because they think in their head, oh, we're just playing. And at a certain point, it's no longer just acting. Of course, a good example of that is the DDG situation, but another example is the Asian situation at Streamer University. And if you don't know what Streamer University is, it's this event where Kai Cenat, this popular streamer, basically rented out this college campus, and he basically brought together a bunch of big content creators along with up-and-coming content creators, and the big content creators served as teachers, and the up-and-coming content creators served as students.
And I'm streaming, just know you there's a possible chance you on my stream. Alright? Let's go, keep it going. Professors!
It was basically an opportunity for people to get their big break and get a chance to get on. Now back to the agent situation. The streamer students at Streamer University basically went into his dorm room and they were recording even though he had his analytics out, and they tried to basically pull a prank on him. And if you know anything about Agent, he's like the #1 pocket watcher and he's very good with his finances. So the fact that they just went into his room and they were recording everything, you know, possibly risking exposing his finances, that made him really angry.
Open the door, nigga. You think I'm fucking playing? What the where is Jay at?
Whoa, what the fuck? Yo! Whoa! Hell!
Fuck out of here, nigga. Y'all niggas think it's appropriate to come in my fucking room while I'm not there? It's a difference between content, nigga. Learn the fucking difference, ass nigga. I'll be fucking get this nigga fuck here. I'll be fucking bad dick. I'll be fucking bad dick, man. You stink, nigga. You smell like shit. Yo, Jay.
Yo, it's lit.
And as you can tell from that clip, they obviously crossed the line that he wasn't comfortable with, but that's kind of a risk that you gotta take when you're doing content creation, especially streaming with other streamers. Because again, everything is a joke until it's not. And honestly, sometimes it becomes really difficult to distinguish the line between professionalism and, you know, the streamer, the acting, personality, whatever. But on the other end, that's also what makes streaming so entertaining, is because you're kind of tiptoeing that line. You never know if this is serious or if they're all putting on an act. Well, obviously in this case, they weren't putting on an act, but that's the thing, it's really hard to tell. And the last category of content creators I want to talk about are the ones who kind of make themselves the butt of the joke. And sure, I know sometimes that can be a part of content creation, but these creators take it way too far, to the point where people actually genuinely start bullying them. A perfect example is the streamer Dabo. His whole spiel is him being unattractive. People basically crack jokes about him all day about how he's chopped and he's basically the ugliest looking human being. Now, I obviously don't think that's true. I just think he has very Afrocentric features. For example, he has a really big nose, and aside from that, he has a lot of acne and his teeth aren't straight. But I don't think those things are enough to justify calling him chopped or calling him the ugliest human being ever. Now, don't get me wrong, I obviously know that Dabo has kind of played into this chopped character because it's getting him a bunch of clout. But when it gets to the point where people are doing stuff like this to you, that's when you know it's gone too far.
Hey, snitch, Dabo snitch.
What you talking? Why you on my bro? Oh, why you on my bro?
Nah, boy, you look so me personally? How you gonna get back? Get back.
Now, me personally, I ain't going for that. I don't care if we streaming, acting, whatever. There's other ways to be entertaining, I'm sorry. I feel like a lot of people in content creation, especially streamers, go into content creation wanting to do the most bizarre things, the most outlandish things so they can stand out. But while being so fixated on that, they kind of miss the point of actually being entertaining. But while being so fixated on that, they kind of miss the point of being entertaining and funny. And again, like I said before, there's no longevity in that. You poking fun at yourself or being a bully, it gets old eventually. If you made it this far, I appreciate you so much for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications for me. And if you want to join the 4D fam and be a part of 4D World, go ahead and join my Discord channel. And if you didn't know, your boy definitely knows how to put that shit on, so go ahead and follow my Instagram. I'm gonna be dropping heat on there very soon. All links are in the description below. Again, I appreciate y'all for watching, and yo gang, can you like subscribe to my reaction channel, 40 Shams Live? I know I already said it, but like, come on gang, come on, do me a favor. Hey, yeah, I appreciate you. Hey, but not for real though, keep turning me up, bruh. 40 Shams, 4D World. I'm out. Love y'all.